Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you the proper techniques for subcutaneous injection and intramuscular injection. So first, for the subcutaneous, I will be using my Island Cowl, and I will be also using 1 ml from the Slipknot syringe with a 22 gauge needle. So proper technique is obviously have proper technique on the needle or on the syringe, and to make sure that you put in the right amount and not too fast. So you just wiggle it off like so. You put it back on the table, and then you don't want to do it directly on to the back of the animal, because then you could also risk hitting the spinal structure, and that can lead to a whole other issue. So what you do is you can kind of go a little bit offside, probably around the shoulder area. Then you lift, and you can usually make that little tent inside, and then you want to go and angle it a little bit and go down, because you are making a hole in the animal. So you want it to go down so that way it doesn't go back out of the hole and all the vaccine gets absorbed into the subcutaneous layer of the animal. And also, the words you would say is you would say you're poking, aspirating, no blood, and then injecting. Then you just take them out, and then you properly put the cap back on, like so. And that is for subcutaneous. Now, for the intramuscular, I will be using an orange for this one, and I will be using 1 ml for the syringe, and I'll be using a Lurloc tip. So then you do the same thing, you just wiggle it off like so, and instead of angling it down or having it at an angle, you just go straight through, and then you say the same words again. So poking, aspirating, no blood, and then injecting, like so. And then you put it back on, the tip back on, and that is how you do an intramuscular. And also remember to, after these injections, to give your animals positive reinforcement for doing such a good job.